Morning, everyone. Cheers.
Cheers. Good morning.
Welcome to Toad TV. I am Mary Beth.
I am Helen.
We are the creative hands and minds behind Toad Hollow. And today we are having pink dragon tea. Is that it?
Yep. From Sipology.
We got the Sipology advent calendar because why not?
Yep.
It has dragon fruit, cranberry.
Apple. Passion fruit.
Is there hibiscus in here?
No.
Just cranberry?
No. Goji berries, choke berries. All sorts of lovely stuff.
It's yummy.
Cranberry. It's very good.
It is really yummy.
It's the first one I've really liked from the advent calendar. They're very, so far they've been very sweet teas. And
Yeah.
I'm not a big, like chocolatey sweet tea. So.
This one's good.
Good one.
This is a good one. All right. We put up some of our handmade stockings for the backdrop for when we did Knit and Escape this weekend. And so you can see them in the background.
Yes.
Don't they look pretty?
Thank you to everybody who came out for Knit and Escape. It was a wonderful weekend. We had a great vendor presentation with lots of people and lots of interaction, people asking questions, which is always helpful.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's so helpful.
And because we were all set to go, we had the thing up and running ahead of time, and then still it was a stressful beginning.
Oh, always.
So.
Always. This is not our natural forte, which you would never know by the professionals that we are. But so that everything when we're doing this kind of thing is stressful, especially when it's live. But we do want to say thank you so much to Eve Ashworth and to Kristy for putting on Knit and Escape. It was a great weekend.
Yes.
It was just lots of really fun, interesting things to do, and we had a blast.
Yeah, so I mean, they did a really great thing because it wasn't just vendor, here's one vendor presentation after another. They had little, and they were quick bursts, like here's a 10-minute trivia thing where you get to win a prize and, door prizes and then classes and
Demos and all sorts of things. Meet the animals at the farms.
And then there was knitting, yoga for knitters.
There was one that was facials and
She
stuff.
was doing makeup, and then there was another where there was an opera singer, so she sang. So it was just really a great mix of everything. So they did a fantastic job.
You paid $10 to get the overall thing. You had to pay extra for classes, but the $10 got you a ton of stuff.
Yeah, it was really.
It was a lot of stuff that you got for the $10, so it was really, really good.
And Kristy and Eve were very present throughout all of the presentations and activities and everything like that. One or both of them were on and monitoring. I know Eve was on during our vendor thing.
So was Kristy.
It was Kristy on too. So that they just, it wasn't that they just put it together and then disappeared either. It was just, so they did a
So
phenomenal
thank you, ladies.
job.
You did such a great job. And I think they're doing something in February. No.
Yes, there's going to be another vendor event in February. She's got a knitting night or something in January. Go to knitandescape.com because they're starting to put through all of their events because...
Isn't there something in May too?
No, it was originally, they had originally rescheduled the
Right.
in-person for May, then they have again rescheduled it for November of next year.
So yeah,
But who knows what that's going to be because also...
I'm sure you guys
for
have all
Knit
seen.
and Escape, just before we go to that, we dyed up holes that we were missing in the orders yesterday. There was a long day of dyeing, so everything's going to go out by Wednesday.
Yeah.
So thank you again to everybody who came and shopped with us.
Yeah,
And
we
then
had
we'll
a
go to
very
the-
long day yesterday. But it's all done.
Yes.
It's all done. It's all dyed. It's just drying downstairs, and then it just needs to be twisted and labeled. And Wednesday, the mailman's going to love us again.
Yeah.
Because that's what we like to do, make his day.
Right. Well, got to make him feel wanted.
Right.
So, on to the depressing news.
We got an email this weekend from Maryland for Maryland Sheep and Wool, and they are canceling the in-person event for 2021. In case you haven't seen that, they have officially canceled it for 2021, and they are looking forward to in-person events for 2022. However, they did it early enough because they want to devote a lot of time towards getting the virtual one even better than last year.
Right. So,
And we were saying that out of everybody that we have done virtual wise, Maryland Sheep and Wool have a Facebook group that is still extremely active.
Right.
People are still posting on it, and somebody was posting, hey, does anybody have advent calendars that are ready to ship right now, type of thing, and people answered her.
Right.
So that if you have questions like that, go to Maryland Sheep and Wool, because I think a lot of the vendors are still keeping tabs on it just because the buyers are there.
Yeah, and
Every time
they're going to re-up it for 2021.
Right. Every time we put out something new, we put it on Maryland as well, and all of a sudden we start getting orders from Maryland people. So that it's a great thing to have going, and they're going to take that, build upon that, and get everything. They're also trying to get more events going.
I was going to say they're going to be trying to do more, not only for the vendors to make it easier for us to sell you our wares, but make it more interactive for the participants, so that it's not just vendor. You maybe have the meet and greet of the animals and that kind of thing.
Also, I think they're going to try and film. Didn't they mention that they were going to try and do their like the sheep to shawl things?
Yeah, they're
trying to get that so that they can do it virtually as well.
So, we've all had a year under our belt of doing things online as opposed to in person. So everybody's learning a little bit more of what to do.
Right.
But it's great when you're doing the virtual events if you have a Facebook page. And I think Facebook is the best forum for it right now, where you can open it up to the vendors to allow them to also post. Because as vendors, when you're doing an in-person event, people walk by. Whether you have put something together that is good enough to grab their attention, that's on you. But you have an active audience walking by you. When it's a virtual thing, it's kind of hit or miss whether somebody's going to find you or not. And if you have a venue where you can go and say, hey, it's me.
Right.
Don't forget me.
Pay attention to me!
But it's also, it's one of the reasons we did so well at Maryland was because we were posting there, a couple weeks in advance. Hey, look what's coming. Hey, look what's coming. And everybody was getting very excited and saying, hey, can we buy it now? Well, sure. What the hell? Buy it now.
Also, this is going to, with them letting us know now, this is going to let us prepare for Maryland starting now.
Yeah.
So that when we do our when we do the Maryland bag, which there will be a Maryland bag, when we do it, we will have it made ahead of time so that we don't have the 6 weeks after Maryland where we're panicking and getting stressed out because we haven't done them yet. So we will pre-stock certain things that we know are going to do well and have them done and ready to go so that it can go out right away.
And it's also you're not hemming and hawing. Are we going to have it or are we not going to have it? Should we start worrying about finding the Airbnb?
And if they're going to have it, do we do it? Type of thing, so this is decisions made.
With that particular one.
Oh, yeah, right.
You put the hazmat suit on and you just go.
Okay. All right, so Saturday we did the thing. Sunday we died. Yeah, it was a weekend.
Yeah.
It was definitely a weekend. What am I wearing? I am wearing the Stay Soft shawl by Vera Valimaki. And I did it.
These are all couple colorways, weren't they?
No, these are fairies. So this is Peas Blossom.
Okay.
This is Mrs. Who, I think.
These are all colors that are no longer available, but the reason we're...
This was another one of the fairies. So these were the fairies of Oberon's court, for the most part, except for Mrs. Who, which I had a tiny little piece left over, and I finished it off with that. This is the shawl that I wear all the time. It's an asymmetrical triangle sail shawl, and it's got really long pieces.
And we learned about it from Yarn Hoarder, right?
Probably.
Because I vaguely remember her doing it because I remember this part, the picking up the stitches to do this piece.
Yeah. It did not take terribly long. It's mostly a garters.
It's a garters. Yeah.
But honestly, every night when we walk the dogs, this is the one that I wear because it's not too bulky and it's got the really long, thin pieces that I can wrap around my neck a couple of times so that it keeps me very, very, very warm. And hi, man. I just got butt checked by a dog. So for right now, since I'm not in my overcoat, I just wear it with the long hanging down.
We're almost done.
These hanging down. But when I am wrapped up in my coat, I have these tucked back, and there's all underneath my coat coming up over my ears and everything. It's fantastic.
And when the wind is really blowing, you just go like this.
Yep.
Or, you know, you run into somebody, you just go like this.
Walking at 11 o'clock at night, we don't run into anybody,
Yeah,
which
we
is
don't have
very
to worry
nice.
about that.
But anyway, this is Stay Soft by Vera Valimaki. Love it.
I am wearing what I wear when we go on our walks and it's cold. This is the Tower Hill shawl by Toby Roxanne. It is a gigantic spiderweb type
Half
shawl.
spiderweb?
And it's made out of DK yarn. And it is so comfortable, heavier than the fingering,
Yes.
so warm.
But light still.
Yeah. So that it, I can't remember, I'm pretty sure it called for DK. But if you want a bigger, you know, a thicker shawl and you don't mind buying the extra yarn, you can always, if it calls for fingering, do it in DK. It's just going to be,
Yeah.
You're just going to need to use a little more, you're going to have to buy more skeins because you don't have the yardage of a fingering. But it makes it so soft and squishy. But, so you will notice Mr. Carrisford, Peter, and then the speckle is Orca's Island, which we no longer have, but we do have the dwarves, which
Sort of replaced it.
is a all over speckly yarn like this. So again, super comfy. And then it also, should you want to, you know, you're just sitting around in the house and you're cold.
It's designed so it fits perfectly over your shoulders.
And it gets your back and everything too.
Yeah.
So
Nice deep triangle there.
yeah.
Cool.
So when I am in my mother's cold and drafty house this afternoon.
Wrap it around.
Right. So
Okay. That's what we're wearing. Okay, so shall we open Advents?
yes, we have Advent and my gift.
Okay. Today is the 7th. So for the fabric Advent calendar, if you haven't opened yours yet, go get it.
Also get your yarn.
This is the fabric that we did for the 7th.
So Dear Stella,
So very much.
an old Dear Stella line.
Oh my God.
We had it upside down.
Oh my God.
Why did we give this fabric away?
I know, seriously.
Because you got chipmunks and owls. So that was your fabric for
Gorgeous.
today.
And the yarn for today. Oh, this one is called Well, That's Awkward, because there's always something where, you know, somebody says something wrong and it's an awkward clause. So that's, well, that's awkward. And this is one of our tweeds. Yes, right? Tweed. Yeah, that's
definitely
tweed. Not speckled, it's tweed. A pink tweed.
And the tweed had a gray base instead of the normal cream. So it's like it's almost like a two-tone because you've got the gray base with the pink over it. It's beautiful.
Yes, it is.
It's kind of gorgeous in your blanket.
So, shall we talk about? No, we're going to do that tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow we're doing knitting.
I want to open my present.
Open your present. Go ahead.
Today I picked number 8. It's more Tim Holtz.
By saying more Tim Holtz yesterday, she opened another smaller thing of Tim Holtz ephemera.
Well, I also got you got me the ink pads last week.
Right.
So more Christmas ephemera. Which is very exciting because we're about to go journal.
I love the mint lozenges. The mint lozenges
Okay.
label.
These are vellum scenes, an assortment of transparent postcard scenes. Very cool. That's the mint lozenges right there.
They're not heavy paper. They're thin, but they add
And
dimension.
almost see-through, so if you
Yeah.
have ink on the back of pages or whatever. Very cool, because there's one that's all the peppermint sticks. Remember? You got to pick your peppermint sticks.
Hey, it's okay.
Spike doesn't remember, and Spike just decided that Spike should have birthday presents.
Well, Spike's birthday is in October, not in December.
Poor Spike. The person who was in charge of your birthday presents wasn't nearly as creative as Mary Beth, so.
Okay. I think we're done, right?
I think so.
That's it. We
Yeah.
are going to go do some journaling, pack up some stuff to get it out, and then we're going to see Mom today.
Yeah, we haven't seen her in over a month. So.
Right. Hey, so we hope you guys have a wonderful day,
Go forth and create.
and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye. Spike says goodbye.